Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate all of you guys being here with me today. I am 39. My family of 5 is trying to achieve something called FIRE, which is financial independence, retire early, or financial independence, relax early. We just want to achieve financial freedom and own more of our time. So if you want some motivation, some inspiration, some encouragement, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing is very important, guys. That tells YouTube, that tells the algorithm to push the videos out a little bit more. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. I am not a fiduciary, but because of that, I do show real numbers, and I am an investor like you. I'm in the trenches with you during the good, the bad, and the ugly, really trying to navigate the financial world to get to our goals, okay? Also remember and beware of fake pages, spammers, WhatsApp, bots, all of it. As the channel grows, they do pop up, and this is on all platforms, okay? I do not post on Facebook. I do not post on TikTok and all of that. So when in doubt, send me an email, okay? Always confirm. So today I'm going to give you a retirement update. This is really how we were able to grow our retirement portfolio, the entire thing, really to over $1 million in 10 years. And I'm going to share with you how we did that and our plan. Now, I do track all of this in detail in spreadsheets, but I do create trackers and documents that helped me along the way, and you can feel free to take advantage if you want access to these on my website, mt1finance.com. Again, I did create them, and I do appreciate all of the support. Really, guys, hugs. So let's do an update, right? So I like these plans. I created something that really, this was birthed out of the idea when I went to a financial advisor years ago. They gave me a bunch of information, a bunch of forms to fill out, and I had to fill them out, send them back, and I was confused. It was overwhelming. It was just a lot. And I created this tracker as a starting point. It's not the end all be all. It's a starting point to get you thinking about what you want your retirement to look like, whether it's early retirement or traditional retirement. Whatever your financial freedom goals are, it's just a starting point, okay? So if we come down to my current age, this is an important part of this whole journey. Like, you need to know where you're starting from in order to know your destination. Like, even with a GPS, if you're traveling, it asks you to put in your starting point. Where are you at right now? So we know how to chart this course. Well, you need to know your current age. So I am 39 years old. Lord willing, I will be 40 this year. So 39 years old, the end of my 30s, 10 years on this journey, guys. It's been 10 long years, but to see the process of how we're able to get here is insane, okay? Our current or our retirement goal, right? Our early retirement goal is about 42, 43. Now, you may ask, what in the world are you guys going to do? I would love to be able to focus more time on MT or Mommy Trader, which is now trademarked. But that takes a lot of time. I have children. I have a busy, hectic day-to-day life. And sometimes when you're done with work and you get home after you feed the children, after, you kind of calm down, it's 9 o'clock and I'm tired, I'm wiped out. So being able to have more control of the time is very important. And also how many years left. You can see right here, how many years left. So knowing what your timeline is very important, right? We think, okay, we have 10, 15 years left, but what in reality you have just 5, right? Depending on your goals. So this is why this is important. And the retirement type. So there's different types of FIRE. There's regular FIRE or traditional FIRE. There is fat FIRE, which is like a luxury type of retirement, or you want to be able to travel and go out to eat and, give to other people. You want to just be able to have a nice lifestyle. There's also lean FIRE, which is basically just paying your bills. There's barista FIRE, which means you have your investments that pay the bulk of your expenses and you just have a part-time job, something that you love, that you enjoy. And then Coast FIRE means you do a lot of the work up front. You are investing and saving heavily up front, and then around 40 or so, you can stop. You don't have to invest a single dollar more. And by the time you retire at 60, you will still have enough to live on. So in a nutshell, those are the different types, and we are trying to pursue fat FIRE, and our expected family dynamic will be 4. We are currently a family of 5. I have a daughter who will be 18 this year, but by the time this happens, she will be well out the house and on her own. And, at that point, we still will have my special needs son and my younger son, okay? So that's our expected family dynamic. If we come down to retirement goals, right, this is what our current retirement goals are. We would like a desired monthly income of $7,500. Now, this is in the future. This is also factoring in inflation. That's why that's $90,000 a year, because things just cost more, right? And so we want to make sure that we're being realistic with our goals. And also because, remember, a lot of our retirement-based accounts we can't even access in our 40s. So we don't really want to rely on that. So that's why we have it at 7,500. And some of our income sources will be dividends, will be interest. Some of it will be from side hustles and side businesses like MT. I do make money from my business. And we also own real estate. So we have a couple of rental properties that we get income from. So that is like, our monthly income funded, if that makes sense. It's not counting a 401k, it's not counting a Roth or anything like that. And then our retirement number. So once you figure out your monthly income and then you times that by 12 to get your yearly income, so 90,000 for us, then we times 90,000 by 35, that's 35 years. So usually it's 25 years. We added an extra 10 years because we're trying to retire in our 40s and we need to make sure our money lasts us. So that's about, let's just say $3 million. That's the retirement number. That is the net worth or the goal that we need to shoot for. If we come down to our current financial state, this is current, right? Our total assets is about 2.2, almost 2.3 million. That is multiple homes. Again, I just told you we just purchased another property with land in South Carolina back in April, and that was bought with cash. Okay, so 2.2, almost 2.3 million in total assets. But look at our liabilities. Now, I know you may say like, oh my goodness, that's $500,000 in liabilities. But look at it and compare it to our assets. That's really low. And we do have mortgages on 3 of our properties. So 1 we own free and clear, we have the deed to, and 3 we have mortgages on. But that's pretty much it. That's the liabilities. It's 3 mortgages. So that's not too bad when you consider that's 3 mortgages. That's 558. Most people, that's just 1 mortgage. So I think that's pretty good. No, we're not kind of, excuse me, guys, trying to pay off our mortgages in a hurry. We have really good interest rates. And so, yeah, we're just going to put our money in other places. So our current net worth, so this is like a quick net worth update, is 1.7 and some change million, which is not bad. We do believe we can hit 1.3 by the time 40 rolls around. Oh, I'm sorry, not 1.3, 2 million. So to be a multi-millionaire by 40 is like the goal. And I really do think we can get there, especially if we can close on this next property. Okay. So again, 57% towards that $3 million goal, 1.7, 3 million. So we're almost there, 57% to that goal. So $3 million goal, 1.7 net worth, 57% of the way there. Again, 10 years. Okay. So just a quick interjection. How do we get here in 10 years? We had to have a come to Jesus moment, right? If you don't have a moment where you stop and say, I got to make a change, you're never going to make a change. Okay. Something has to click. Okay. For us, it was an eviction, and you don't want to be evicted or homeless, and you can pay your bills because you do make enough, but it's just bad choices. So I had therapy to help overcome a lot of like financial trauma, which is important. Also, increase the income. I cannot stress that enough. Having a 2-income household helps. I'm not even going to lie. Having a partner on the same page helps. Also, switching career fields, right? STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and I will add like finance and business to that. Excuse me, guys. Something must be, my allergies are really kicking my butt. But switching fields, negotiating salary, networking, and when you get to 6 figures, do right by that money, right? Be a good financial steward. Pay off your debt, save, invest, and also give. I do think giving is so important. But when you do that and you do it over 10 years, that is how we got here. We were not phased out about, is the market going to crash, whether that's investments or real estate. Just continuing to buy, putting our money to work for us, save, getting these side hustles. So I save and invest the bulk of the money that I make just from MT, Mommy Trader, right? I could go out. I do giveaways on my channel. So just we done it over 10 years and it's been working, and that's how we got to this point. So scrolling down to retirement motivation, this is important. You need to have some motivation, right? My why, my husband and I's why is to start a business. We want to start our own businesses versus working to build up someone else's dream. We want to build up our own dream. We also want to be able to help support family, not just our children, but we have family who have helped us, who poured into us, who gave to us when we didn't have. And I think just having some type of resources on the side, so if someone needs help paying a bill, if someone just needs help in general, we can be a blessing to them. And then of course, generational wealth. I talk about my children all the time. I try to be a good and present mother, but also realizing that it costs money to live. And so my husband and I want to be able to help our children. And then we draw inspiration from God. Number one, that's the number one thing. Then my husband, I draw inspiration from my children, my family. I have a bunch of trackers to help keep me, motivated. So spreadsheets and all of that. And then different books and podcasts. And I do have a finance and investing group, private group. We meet once a month for 2 hours. Shout out to all of you who did join. Information is down below if you want to join us. And then we have like a retirement timeline, right? So these are just a little bit of goals we want to have achieved by the end of certain years. So by the end of 2023, we did achieve our goals. By the end of 2024, we actually achieved the goals that we had set out for this year, like the two simple ones. The third rental, again, we just bought the property back in April. I did document that in a vlog. I took you guys with me. Check that video out. And then we do have a $250,000 liquid portfolio. I am adding the most recent rental into that because we have no mortgage associated with it. So it's literally liquid. And then our dividend investment portfolios are all into that. So we did achieve that goal, which is great. Again, just being diligent, just being focused and steady. And then we have some other goals here. I won't go through all of them because you can see them. And then plan for a withdrawal, right? How we're going to access this money. So we have our tax-free accounts, taxable accounts, which we're going to touch first. And then our tax-deferred accounts. I think ideally, like when I was talking about up here in terms of like our income, like sources for early retirement, I think that's what we're going to focus on. So the rental income is our one income source for early retirement. Our dividends is another income source for early retirement. Interest is another income source. Money that we make from our different side hustles. We do have side hustles. MT, like Mommy Trader, is one of them. And then rental income. Did I mention that? Rental income. If I didn't, it's there. And then I do have royalties that I get from books and different things like that. And then that's pretty much it. What I do like about our retirement plan is that it's cohesive, it's concise, and it's a great starting point for us. And I know many of you who have gotten this tracker, thank you again for your support, have given me a lot of feedback that it's a great starting point for you too as well. And of course, I keep everything kind of in my spreadsheet here, but I have everything here. And again, that $7,500, I want to show you guys. This is like a mock budget. So let me move my face over. So when you see that $7,500 that I just showed you, that's this broken down. Like, what are our projected home costs in the future? Projected utilities, projected food, because, food goes up. Health. What about health expenses? This is what we're going to use our HSA for to help fund this. Next generation. When I become a grandmother, I would love to be able to invest and save for my grandchildren. If we want a new car, right, in the future, we want to allocate money for that. My special needs son. Self-care, date nights, things like that. So that is what that $100 a month is going towards. So again, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below, like, what age are you thinking of retiring? Okay, remember, the best time to start investing, saving, paying off debt was yesterday. The next best time is today. Remember, you can redeem the time. Just use the time wisely. Be a good steward over your finances. Stay encouraged and motivated. And you can do this. I'm telling you, I'm cheering you on. Again, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.